Thank you, Jesse. That's very gracious of you, because I actually did not get my introduction to you until almost midnight last night, so thank you. How tall are you? Are those boats that you can ski on? Did you used to have hair? Do you play basketball? How's the air up there? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. As Jesse stated, my name is Stan Parker, and let me answer all the questions that I just asked and that you probably have about me. Every one of those questions I get all the time. Being tall. How tall are you? I'm 6'6". Do you play basketball? I have. I always have played basketball from as little as I can remember. I still try to play basketball. I wouldn't almost call it playing anymore. But, you know, we have fun, right? Did you used to have hair? Okay, so I really don't get that question very often. But I did used to have hair, and then I met my wife. Love her to death. Ironic timing, I guess. But I did start losing it shortly after we started dating. I give her grief about that consistently. Can you ski on those boats? I did grow up water skiing, so yes, I can ski on those boats. I do wear a size 14 shoe, in case you're guessing or asking. So that's the general set of questions that I generally get asked. Now I want to kind of walk you through several points, a little bit of background around me, a little bit about my passions, and why am I here? So let's talk about background. I grew up about an hour south of here in a very small community called Garden City, Missouri. Everybody thinks Kansas because we're in Kansas. But I grew up in Missouri, a very small farming community. Being from a small community, I always desired to get out of the small town. And to me, I thought, Kansas City, it's a big town. I didn't end up going to Kansas City. I actually went to Springfield, Missouri, went to college there at Drury University for several years, and then my wife got a job opportunity. Her name's Devin Parker. Got a job opportunity in Dallas, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. This is a really big city, much bigger than what I ever dreamed of going to, but I was along for the ride. So we made our way down to Dallas and spent 10 years there. Never thought I would come back. Actually fell in love with Dallas and got a phone call about 9.5 years in, started a conversation with a gentleman up here that had started a roofing company. And he's like, hey, I need some technology help. So I grew up working in technology. I skipped a lot of that history, but grew up working in and around technology, bounced around a little bit, and kind of honed that skill. There was a guy that I actually went to high school with, which is why I mentioned where I came from. He and I were on the basketball team together, ironically. So we grew up playing basketball together, and he gave me the call, and we started dialoguing. Had no intentions of moving back to Kansas City. I was like, okay, let's enter into this conversation. Had some back and forth, and it ended up being a fantastic opportunity that I couldn't pass up. So here I am, back up in Kansas City area, and I actually love it. So that's a little bit of background about me. What are my passions? I'm passionate about a lot of things. I am a Christ follower. I've heard many of you work for churches, so that is my first and foremost thing that I'm super passionate about, is my faith and being engaged in that. The second thing that I'm passionate about is people. I absolutely love people. I'm an extreme introvert, so you probably saw me when I got here, kind of said hi to a few people and then retreated to my seat to gain some energy for this speech. So in the midst of that, I absolutely love people. I love interacting with people. Rarely is it in a scene like this where I'm in front of people, but I love people. My final passion is technology. I love moving technology from where it's at to something innovative, which is the biggest reason that I took this position in Kansas City. Is it's an opportunity to take a growing company and help them to be innovative and really move technology in a non-sexy industry, which is roofing, to something that is really kind of appealing. So those are my 3 passions. And why am I here? I'm here because this is the first opportunity I've had in a company to be on an executive team. And not only am I on an executive team, I'm on an executive team that is made up of a bunch of sales people. I'm not a salesperson, but salespeople are quick on their feet, usually fairly confident, and with my sales team, they're pretty aggressive. They know what they want. Entering into that, I have to be more confident. I have to be able to speak well, communicate well, on my feet at a moment's notice. So that is the biggest reason that I'm here, is to build confidence. The big question is, I've talked a lot about myself and about my identity. There's a lot that goes into that. But the big question is who are you? What is your identity? Thank you.